All right, hello everyone. So today in the gallery, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be working on putting the artwork on the walls, and then we're going to actually go ahead and import everything into Blender, clean it up, and once that's all complete, we are ready to bring it into the Unreal Engine. So two parts to this one. One, making the artwork. Two, Blender. So let's get started. So I've got a whole bunch of art in my Polychroma virtual exhibition coming up. So here are my portfolio assets. And what we're going to do is we're going to find just the poster images of these, and we're going to make them into placards that are going to go on the walls. So I think I'm going to start off by date here. So the people who submitted first will go first. So I'll go ahead and, well, let's see. There we go. So that's a pop-up. Yeah, remember Verdugo was pretty early. So let's go ahead and do this one first. So what we're going to do is we right-click on it, and I'm going to open it with Adobe Photoshop. If you've got a Mac, that process might be slightly different. But this is going to make sure that we have the exact same aspect ratio on our stand-in model that we're going to put into the gallery space. Okay. Oops. I don't know why all this is opening, but here we go. Okay, so this is what we're looking at here. And then we go to Image, and we go to Image Size. Now, if the student had made this correctly, the size of this would be a little bit different. But we've got 13.333 by, let's see, let's go to pixels here. 1280 by 844 at 96 resolution. So inches wise, we've got 13.333 by 8.792. I'm actually just going to double that size when I'm making the object so that it's a little bigger, because 8 by 13 is going to be too small. So what we'll do is I'm going to make this 26 by 17.14, and I'm just going to leave the resolution the same. 26 by 17.144, and go OK. All right, so now I'm going to make a object that same size, 26 by 17. Okay. Close this down, open up Rhino. And I'm actually going to put this on this wall right here. And in order to be able to draw on this wall, we're going to change something called the C-plane. So this is really only important if you're drawing things on objects that are at an angle, but it's really super helpful for a lot of different types of modeling too. So I'll show you here. So if you've got a Mac, you're just going to right click and it brings up a menu similar to this, but with a PC, click on the drop down next to perspective, and we're going to go down to set C-plane. And then we're going to go to object. And then I click on the object. And now if we look at the grid shape, it's kind of hard to see, but you can see it's at an angle. What that allows me to do is when I draw a rectangle, it's always going to draw right on that angle. So now I can do the rectangle size of 26, enter. Oops, forget, I'm in the metric system here. So I do 26 inches, enter, 17 inches. Okay, so that gives me this object here, and I can go ahead and extrude, curve, and I'm going to go 1.5 inches just to give it the thickness I want. And I've drawn a line up the side here, so I'll do that again. Draw a line from here vertically up, and if it's not going vertical for you, draw the line, hit line command, and then click on vertical, and then you can go up. And I'm going to turn off the center snap. See, this is why we can turn snaps off, because sometimes they're annoying. Okay, and then I'm going to go 60 inches. 60 inches is always going to be your center line. So I go up the side here, and then I draw a line from here all the way across. Okay? And that's just going to be my point to snap to. So now I'm going to go M for move, enter, grab it by the midpoint, and go perpendicular there, or I can turn the near on just to make sure that it grabs anywhere. And then I want to actually move this over to the endpoint here on this line. And then I'm going to move it this way, -12 inches. Okay, just based on what I know about this wall size. All right, so that's going to be the first piece. Okay, then I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to actually create a new layer. And for every art object that I'm making here, I'm going to create a new layer, and this object is going to be named after the artist. So Verdugo, I'm going to call it portfolio. Underscore. Oops. And it's J Verdugo. Okay. And then I'm going to right click and change object layer. Color changes. I know it's working. Awesome. Cool, so that's the first one. And then I'm actually going to pick another one. I want to do ones that are horizontal orientation on these walls. I'm thinking about the way I'm laying them out. And then on these walls, I'm going to do portrait. So I'm going to keep them kind of unified and see how it looks. I might have to change it later, but that's okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and do another one. So back to the other one here, and I'm going to look for another example. That's going to be horizontal. Okay. Actually, you know what? I think I've already done Jensen's. I can look right here. See, yep, I've already done Jensen's. So let's just do J's here. So, all right, right click, open with Adobe Photoshop again, and I'm just repeating this so you can skip ahead if you feel like you've got it. I've got this. I'm going to go to File, Edit, Image Size. Image size is, again, 300 dpi. I'm going to actually make this 26. And then 26 by 20, and change the resolution down. I'll just do 100 here. Okay, so 26, 20, resolution 100. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and go back to Rhino. And again, draw a rectangle. This time 26 inches, enter, 20 inches, enter. Extrude that out. 1.5. Oops, that's in meters. 1.5 inches. And there we go. Move it from this midpoint to there. Oops, I drew a line. Move, enter, grab the midpoint, click, and then click over here. And I'm just doing the same thing to both of them so that I make sure that they're accurate. And I should be able to remember what I've done here and do it the same next time. So that's about 9 inches off of each wall there. Nice little spacing. Perfect. And then this one, create a new layer, portfolio, and it's J underscore sing. Change object layer, and let's change the color to something like that. Make sure to make it brighter here. Yeah, it's not contrasted enough. All right, so you're getting the point here. I'm going to keep doing that for the entirety of this. So I've got another 50 or so to do here. Okay, so then once you've got the ones that are on the sidewalls complete, in order to reset your orientation of your C-plane, you can just go File, or I'm sorry, you go to your little drop-down menu. Remember, right-click if you've got a Mac, and then we go to Set C-plane, and we turn it back to where we want it, World Top. Okay, so that puts it back the way it was, and you're ready to go. I'm just going to speed through the rest of these.